Hello. Um, I know I missed last week, and that was because I was ill, and I still do have a bit of ramifications of that illness. However, I'm alright, although it does hurt to swallow a little bit. Now, during this time, I have not been idle, and I have been reading. And I've been reading Demon Slayer, Volume 5, which consists of 192 pages. Naruto 3-in-1 edition, volume 18, which consists of 592 pages. The Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter 3-in-1 edition, which is 560 pages long. Demon Slayer volume 6, which is 200 pages long, and I finished Fractured, which is 421 pages long, as well as Bleach volume 29, which is 208 pages long. Now, I enjoyed every single one of those, and as for Fractured, I quite enjoyed that one too, even though it is a much more slow burn of the Hunger Games, and I know it's generic to compare post-apocalyptic futures to that, but I would say, especially in this day and age, that particular series is getting a bit chilling. And what it's about is basically, there's a girl called Kyla who is slated, which is the first volume, which I bought in a charity shop in Blackpool. All the trilogy was complete, which I did enjoy, and as it was I think it was a deal, I decided to take, and I have enjoyed it, and I would say that you would enjoy it too if you're a fan of post-apocalyptic futures. However, I do emphasize slow burn at the beginning, but at the end it does ramp up a bit. And I would say that the character Nico is more like a gender bent coin that doesn't have the experience or maturity of coin to be as deadly as he was, especially in the second volume. Spoiler alert, sorry. And I did enjoy reading the manga, even though this is a booktube full channel, as well as keeping myself accountable to making sure that I actually read a book every single week. Now, as for Naruto, the 3-in-1 volume, I quite enjoyed, and I did find it quite touching when Naruto met his mother for the first time, which is, for someone like me, it hits different, as well as the conversation between Lady Tsunade and Jiraiya in a previous volume about who and how Naruto is truly like. mainly because I've had that kind of experience. Meanwhile, Demon Slayer I enjoyed, and I loved how it's able to balance both seriousness and comedy, and uses the comedy in a very good way. And I did enjoy reading the 3-in-1 edition of Hunter x Hunter, the first volume of the 3-in-1, which consists of the first 3 volumes of the manga, which I enjoyed. And I do like the fact that it doesn't really censor anything or cover anything up, except for what's actually originally covered up in the original manga, which I read on the Shonen Jump app, but due to certain circumstances I can no longer pay. But I would say it's been a very good reading experience overall. So, as per usual, thank you for watching this, thank you for your time, and thank you for keeping me accountable to making sure that I read all the books that I actually buy. So, hopefully, see you next week.